You'll be Carrie and Nick.
There's something chasing us. It's sort of gobbled. It'll come after us.
Bless you, love. It's only Mr. Johnny. I didn't know he was out. Come on in. Sit by the fire.
You went to shut up the chickens.
But it wasn't a person. It didn't talk. It sort of went gobble, gobble.
That's only Mr. Johnny's way of talking. Though you must admit, Hepzibah, it could frighten someone.
But he may be frightened too. Mr. Johnny, it's all right. Everything's all right. Come on in. Now, this is Mr. Johnny. Go to bed, children. Say how do you do to our visitors, will you, Mr. Johnny?
Hot cocoa.
Hello, Mr. Johnny. I'm Nick. Nick Willow.
Hot cocoa.
And this is my sister, Carrie.
You've come for the goose, I dare say.
Oh, yes. Auntie Lou, Miss Evans, I mean, couldn't come. She's got a cold.
It's all ready for you, in the dairy. But you'll have a little something before you go. Nick, you could help me lay the table. And Albert, would you take Carrie to fetch the goose?
Auntie Lou says you make lovely biscuits.
Oh, Mr. Cupboard Lover. Would apple pie do instead of biscuits? I've just made one.
Oh, yes, please. I thought Mr. Go-to-Bed was dead. That's what Miss Evans said.
He is.
Then who's he? Mr. Johnny?
Oh, he's a sort of distant cousin of the family. He came here when his parents died and Hepzibah's looked after him ever since.
Is he mad?
Oh, not as mad as Hitler. No, he's just a bit simple. Innocent, Hepzibah calls him. She's a witch.
What do you mean, a witch?
Oh, not black cats and broomsticks and that sort of thing. Just what country people call a wise woman. She made a medicine for me out of herbs when I was ill. The doctor said I was going to die.
So that's where you've been, ill in bed. What's been wrong with you?
Pneumonia and rheumatic fever. Lucky I've been sent here, or I'd be pushing up daisies.
How did you get sent here?
I told the billeting officer I like books, and he said there was a library here. There is, a proper library. Shall I show you? I'll leave that here. We'll come back for it later. Isn't it fantastic?
Hmm.
Do you like reading?
No, not much.
What do you do when you're out of school, then?
I help in the shop sometimes with Mr. Evans and play on the mountain and slide down the slag heap.
I see. We'd better go back, then.
go to bed.
Gone to bed. Her room's upstairs. I read to her sometimes, when she's not too tired. But she's very ill. I think she's dying. Come on, I expect tea's ready.
That's the very, very best apple pie I've ever had.
And you've had quite enough, Nicholas Willow, so don't you dare ask for any more.
It's so nice here. Can we come again, even when there isn't a goose?
You can come whenever you like, my lovely. Both of you.
We must go if I go.
He wants a story. That's right, isn't it? He wants a story.
Anything's a story to Mr. Johnny. He likes to hear Hepzibah talk about things.
He means my old tales about when I was a girl in Somerset. The things we did. Now, I think you'd like the story about the old toffee lady. She used to come to the Michaelmas Fair every year the same. A big, fine woman with hair as black as night. You never tasted such toffee. Make your mouth water even though you saw how it was made. She'd take a great lump of it and throw it over a nail, and then she'd oil her hands with spit and draw it out into a long, long skein until it was smooth as glass. Oh, we'd be so excited the week before the fair. On our best behaviour, too, because my dad was very strict. And he might have stopped us going if we'd done anything naughty. Now, there was a little man with a wooden leg who said he'd been a pirate.
Was he?
I think he was. He had a monkey and a parrot that talked. Oh, it was a fine fair. You could have your tooth drawn for sixpence and a brass band to drown the screams. It was a fire eater. The bright gypsy carts where you could have your fortune told for a piece of silver. Wake up, my lovely.
Can we have some toffee?
Perhaps we'll make some one day.
We really ought to go. It's getting late, and Auntie Lou might worry.
I'll come with you as far as the lane.
Not with your chest, you won't.
I could hardly go without it, could I?
Now then, Mr. Clever Dick Sandwich, I'll not have you going out in the damp air. Mr. Johnny will see him safely through the grove. It's all right, Carrie. You'll be safe with Mr. Johnny. Nothing evil ever comes near the innocent.
Mr. Evans says no harm comes to those who trust in the Lord.
It's probably just another way of saying the same thing. Come on, my lovely, it's time to go.
Little cow.
Oh, my God.
Mountain.
What are you? Oh, golly, golly.
Goodbye, Mr. Johnny.
Don't stare, Carrie. It upsets him. Goodbye, Mr. Johnny.
Golly.
Bye, Mr. Johnny. Goodbye. I like Mr. Johnny.
You didn't understand all he was saying, did you?
Of course I did.
All right then, Clever Dick, what was it?
Lots of things. He said next time we came, he'd show us his cow. He's going to have a calf soon. And that one day he'd take me up where the girls nest on the mountain. He said he liked us and that you were cross because I sat with Hepzibah.
I was not.
Yes, you were.
Well, only because you're too old for that sort of thing.
It's you that's too old for it. That's why you were jealous.
Don't be daft. Anyway, it looks silly.
Didn't feel silly, it felt nice.
Oh, Nick, don't cry. I can't bear it.
Albert's sandwich is lucky. I wish we lived there.
Yes, so do I. But if we did, we wouldn't have it to look forward to, would we? We could go once a week, perhaps. That would be nice.
Oh, Carrie, I want to be there all the time. I don't want to go back to the Evans. It's cold and it's awful. I want to go home.
Then want must be your master, Nicholas Willow. Pull yourself together and help me with this goose.
Oh, thank goodness, here you are. Oh, come and sit down. You must be frozen. Oh, you look worn out. Give me the bird.
You see, my sister? House in good order? Had a good tea?
Your sister was in bed. The house and tea were all right.
Carrie, the house was lovely and the tea that Hepzibah gave us was lovely.
Oh, better than you get here, I suppose. Oh, it's all right when you don't have to foot the bill. That Hepzibah Green won't stint anyone, I dare say. But it doesn't come out of her pocket now, does it? Hmm?
She's a good housekeeper, Samuel, and well, she's always been good to Dilys.
She's on to a good thing. I knows it. The mistress too ill to keep an eye on where the money goes. She can feather her own nest, and no mistake.
I think Hepzibah Green's quite nice. But the house is awfully old and dark, isn't it? And we were a bit scared of Mr. Johnny.
That idiot.
He's not an idiot. You are if you think that. He's not, he's not, he's not.
I'm sorry. He's a bit tired. It was rather a long way. Come on, Nick. Up to bed.
I think you're so mean saying that Hepzibah was quite nice in that silly voice, you mean ugly thing.
Oh, Nick, you don't understand. I didn't mean that...
I know what you meant, saying nasty things about people you like just to suck up to him. But I hate him and I hate you.
You're not fair. I only said that because he's jealous.